Well, in true artistic fashion, Oklahoma's Summer Arts Institute comes from humble beginnings. With just $5,000 and the dream of a summer camp for the arts, a group of civic leaders began a 30-year journey that has led to one of this country's premier arts academies, where young people from across the state can express and develop their artistic talent. Last week, our Rusty Munns took us behind the scenes through days of discovery and practice, and this week we'll see the results of all that hard work.
Amazing. The only word for it is amazing. We figured this out. We were talking about it, that we just use amazing about 700 times. Our instructor, Brian Turner, he's amazing.
He's amazing?
And he's really wonderful. He's really nice, and he listens.
Are you going to be sad to go home?
A little, a lot. I'm going to be sad to go home. I'm not going to be sad to maybe get to sleep for a day.
That would be nice.
Okay, we've got about 5 minutes that we can do this in, so let's see what we can do.
You wouldn't normally get to experience all the other disciplines, and you actually get to learn about everything that there is here. Like, because whether it be like a lecture or a conversation with the artist or a presentation, you get exposed to everything, and you get to learn a little bit about everything. So maybe if there was, I never knew anything about photography before, I do now, because I got to sit in on basically a class of the photographer and look at his pictures, and it's just a great opportunity to learn about art in general, not just your specific discipline.
We're just going to be putting this into the subjects that we have sort of delineated before.
I don't consider myself an artist. All I like to do is talk to people, try to understand what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and convey that to other people. And I think without a sense of understanding of other people that are different than you, we're never going to progress as people, as a nation, and as a world. That's part of the reason I made Born in the Brothels. It's part of the reason I'm here to teach other people that art is really important, and it really is, it's an integral part of our lives.
I really didn't know what to expect when I came to the Arts Institute. It did exceed my expectations. I felt like for the first time in my entire life, I was surrounded by people who understood what it was like to want to be completely immersed in art.
It's sort of like a miniature world all into its own, where photographers can interact with celebrities if they want to, where it's sort of like the popular kids become, like the Angelina Jolie or the Clark Gables of the world.
What do you plan to do here? Is this your statement between the two figures?
Well, I need somehow a still life in here.
You say you're gonna glue something in?
No, I need to fit one in. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Do you know what your choices are yet? Because as a kind of symbolic space, within the head. I think that's a great idea.
One Easter Sunday morning, the governor and his family went to church.
Mercy, your grace, the taxes are too high!
I lost my leg in the Persian War. Where would I find a place?
My brother is innocent, your grace. I misunderstand. He's starving on me. He's our last remaining son. Please release him from military service.
In the old days, it was simple. Off with his head!
Scene 2. Grusha brings the goose.
Scene 4. Many small folk will be crushed.
Taking your time, aren't you? Get the hot water bottles!
In high school, you have projects. You have do a pointillism landscape, and it's dive into yourself, see what comes out. And I mean, the recognition of just getting in is amazing, but then going to the gallery and having people liking your work and talking about it, it's incredible. And it gives you the ego that you need. Definitely, the confidence is huge that you get here. And it's so incredible just because I know that everyone wants to have the fairy tale dream, I'm gonna be famous for this art thing, but the fact that just people appreciate your work, I think it's enough. It's just, if my piece touched someone, then awesome.
Nervous about? Well, there's always the initial nervousness of putting on a show for the first time. I mean, in this case, we have our opening night is also our closing night, which is not a bad thing. You know, it's the only chance we get to perform it, so we've got to make it the best we can.
And little Michael, every inch a governor. Happy Easter, little Michael. Disarm this man!
with the child.
Till evening came.
Till night came.
Till dawn came.
Too long she sat.
Too long she saw.
The quiet breathing.
The little mist.
Until morning came, and the temptation grew too great.
And she stood up.
Bent down. And with a sigh.
She picked up the child.
And carried him away.
Like something stolen, she took him. Like a thief, she crept away. Terrible is the temptation to do good.
She sat cross-legged and played her mandolin, and every time she sang, "Baby," her eyes closed like old garage doors. You watched her like a cat watches a hamster inside a glass cage, but you never said a word, and your gaze bounced off her and hit me and shot through me like silver bullets, and my claws retracted. But I'm happy now with my cottage in Iceland and my 30 cats and my rhinestone glasses, because all I need is a pen and an opera house. Do you know that almost the entire population of Iceland has seen the opera at least once? I bet you never saw the inside of an opera house, and if you did, you missed it because you were too busy shooting silver bullets.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, blah, 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 blah. Then he created me. Realizing that the universe would be empty and meaningless without other beings to praise me, he created you. You have been slacking off. Some things to keep in mind. 1, I am more important than your homework, your current conversation, your phone call with your dying grandmother, or any recent tragedies in your family. 2, your love interest is invariably more attracted to me than to you. He or she is only with you because I was unavailable or rejected them. 3, I am the center of this conversation, this poem, this day, and this galaxy. It is important that you keep this in mind, or else you might start getting the wrong idea about me, you, everybody else, and the nature of the cosmos, and that would be bad. Look at me. I mean, really look at me. I am all together. I am radiant. I am the pinnacle of humanity, the high point of human evolution, but don't be intimidated. I love you, little people.
You really have to. I mean, I hope you all can see that in each other. You all come tremendous.
I guess I should say hello, and my name is T.A. Allen, and I'm from Mangum, Oklahoma, and I have a retail establishment here in town, Allen's Home Center. I grew up in South Central Missouri, graduated from high school at West Plains, Missouri, and One of the first things they asked when we moved here was, who are you kin to? You know, you'd have to be kin to somebody to move here.
Yeah.
We have a way of really reaching out to each other and caring for each other and taking care of each other so that it makes life a whole lot easier to live, and it's a whole lot more comfortable and a whole lot quieter and a whole lot calmer. I will really have no ties to this community. I could sell it off and move away, but you know, this is home. This is home, and I don't want to be anywhere else. I'll be right here.
This is the last day, and I'm trying to sort of forget that this is the last day, because I think for a lot of us, it's going to be tough to leave this place.
Is this your first time?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's like so amazing. Oh my god, the faculty are like phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
This is like, yeah, it's really great.
You have friends who have been here before?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you sort of had an idea of what to expect, right? But I'm guessing it was probably 75 times better than you imagined, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about that. I mean, in what ways did it exceed your expectations?
Like in all the orchestra things I've been in before, the faculty were good, but they weren't this good. I mean, like the conductor was so like passionate, and they really care about music. Like everybody really cares about what they do here, and it's really nice.
You want to come back?
Oh yeah.
Good. I'm sorry. What did you say was the best part?
The people, I really loved them. They were exciting to be around. I made a lot of friends. I'm really sad to leave them.
Yeah. Well, after 4 years, 3 years of trying out, not making it, 1 year trying out and making it, it's all paid off for you?
It has paid off so much all the times I've tried out. It's been wonderful. I learned so much and from so many different people and all disciplines. It's been great.
This was the best experience of my life. It was my second year, and the first year was great, and so I came back again, of course, and it's even better.
How was it better?
People, just you, even though it's only 2 weeks, you just form a bond with even the kids in your class, and then you expand to all the other disciplines, and you get so involved in the other disciplines and learn to love everyone in it, and it becomes one big, huge family, and then you have a bawling and cry fest when you leave, so.
There should be a place like this in every state, like a program like this in every state, and it would be fantastic for the country as a whole. I think it would make a big impact.